Hello, it's me James and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have got another bunch of bugs, glitches and updates to share with you guys. For anyone wondering what the update we are currently in, we should all be in the 1.21.94 update. The 94-bit is a hot fix. It has fixed a small amount of things, but you guys know I like to keep you guys updated with what works and what doesn't, and of course any more bugs and glitches. Though, first things first, there is a free thing available right now, and it is a bunch of skins. Now, I do like it when a bunch of skins comes for free. You simply want to go on the marketplace and go ahead and look for the Superman skin pack. This is a full skin pack that you can get for free. As you can see, I've not downloaded it yet, but I am doing it right now. You get 5 skins, and that is including the actual Superman skin, which I personally think is an epic skin. If you want to equip them, feel free to do so, but make sure you claim this pack before it is too late. Well, actually, it might be on there forever, but just get it just in case they do remove it. So yeah, 5 skins for absolutely nothing. So let's kick things off with a glitch I thought had been patched. However, I was messing around with it a little bit and I figured out a way to actually do it again. So I figured, yeah, I'll show you guys exactly how it works. This one is an X-ray glitch, and to perform it, you are going to need 2 gravity blocks and a fence post as well. All right, it doesn't need to be oak, it just needs to be a fence post, and I'm going to be doing this over here. So we're going to find a little area. Ideally, you want to make sure you've got full hunger as well, because there are a little bit of a chance you could take some damage. Though, if you do this correctly and follow the tutorial, you should be good to go. So first things first, what you're going to want to do is stand in a little gap like this. Again, you very well may need to remove some blocks like that. In fact, we'll go in a little bit more, all right? Let's do this in the wall a little bit more, all right? We'll do it right here. Perfect. So, what we're going to want to do is essentially place our fence post here, and this will allow you to stand outside here and still place your gravity blocks in this section. Now, notice, we are not actually in the gravity block yet. Do not move until you place your second gravity block. Then I suggest you crouch and very slowly edge into the block. Now, if you do this correctly, you can actually activate an X-ray glitch. Though, if you do it too fast, you can actually go straight inside the block, and yeah, you can take damage and actually get stuck in the block. So you can actually get the perfect amount going in. You just have to kind of edge in like that, and then we activate an X-ray glitch. So you can undo crouching now. You will stay crouched permanently because you are stuck inside the block. Again, if you had a night vision potion and a spyglass, I've only got a spyglass on me at the minute, so I can just have a look down there. But if we had a night vision potion, those caves would be fully lit up, allowing us to see under there. I have no... Is that a dragon egg? That's a dragon egg! What's a dragon egg doing under there? So I figured what I'll do is show it you with night vision potion on as well. It's a little bit better if I do say so myself. So in fact, I think you can just do this with removing 2. So we'll remove these 2 right now. We'll go inside, place down this. And of course, you want to make sure you've got full hearts, because you could potentially take some damage. Again, stand near the fence post. And we're going to place 1 here. If we can get it in. I cannot get it to fall down, so let's go ahead and remove that 3rd one. Yeah, you're going to need to remove 3 blocks, not 2, and we can go down like that. And again, we're just going to edge in to the blocks. You can do it very, very gradually, and you don't want to go too far, as mentioned before. And you can kind of activate a really good X-ray glitch. As you can see, the night vision makes all of the difference. We can see a hell of a lot more. Unfortunately, I've just got a load of boring caves. I can't really see anything that's worth, you know, looking at. But, yeah, overall, a pretty good X-ray glitch. You can see a fair amount of area. Pretty nice. Next up on the list, we are gonna talk illegal items. That is correct. There is quite a lot of new illegal items you can get in the recent updates. I am going to make a full video showing you all of them. However, I'm going to show you 2 today, and at least show you the process, because they're a little bit difficult to get, but I'll show you the process on how you can actually get these illegal items. It's pretty easy to set up, though getting the illegal can be a little bit of a pain. So one of them I can show you right now, because I've got some in here, and these are tipped arrows. So you might be thinking, but James, tipped arrows are just normal tipped arrows. No, tipped arrows are arrows with a potion on, right? So for example, these ones are arrows of instant health, all right? However, these ones are just normal tipped arrows. You can get 2 different varieties. As you can see, these do not stack, so you could call these tipped arrows of water if you like, because they have no effect whatsoever. They are just normal tipped arrows. You cannot even get these in creative, I don't think, alright? So these are very, very rare to get. Again, I'm going to show you the process on how you can get these, and I'll also show you another one that we can get as well. But I'm going to put these in here so I don't lose them, and we'll get on with the process. So the things you're going to need to make these illegal items is this system. Remember this system, the OP duplication glitch system. This is what you are going to need. This essentially makes a block that constantly regenerates, okay? So yeah, you're going to need this system. I've got a full tutorial which I'll put in the description below. You are also going to need 2 cauldrons, or at least 1 cauldron, should I say. Not 2 cauldrons. And you're going to need 3 potions. The 3 potions is to fill up the cauldron, alright? And what I would also bring along is a bunch of glass bottles, because this will get you another illegal as well. Right now, let me show you how to set this up. So, what we're going to do is place down our cauldron. We are going to fill up the cauldron. Alright, that's why we need 3 potions. You can see it is now full. It's got instant health potion. You can use any potion that you like. It is entirely up to you. And once we've got our full cauldron under the slime block, we're going to want to go ahead and bone meal right here, like so. You could use the flowers. It's entirely up to you. The 2 talked flowers. Again, it's entirely up to you. Then pull your lever. And again, this might not work every single time. You essentially want to make it so there's the invisible cauldron right here. Now, to get that to reappear, we're going to remove this block, and that will reappear. Though you can now see it has completely changed into a different kind of potion. This is... I have no idea what this is. So, to get the tipped arrows, a little bit difficult, but I'll show you exactly what I did. So, at this stage, you're going to want to grab yourself some normal arrows. Now, fair warning, once you start this, it might be a little bit difficult, because this technique that I'm about to show you took me so long to get the tipped arrows, and this is literally what I was doing. I was rinse and repeating this. I was destroying this bit of cobblestone, going to my arrows, and quickly clicking the cauldron. Spam clicking the cauldron. Now, again, sometimes you get a shorter amount of time because the cobblestone respawns. And I don't think I'm going to potentially be able to get... Oh, we got them. We got them. Nice. I was about to say, I don't think I'm going to be able to get them in this specific video. However, as you can see, I've just been able to get the tipped arrows. You saw all I was doing was removing the bit of cobblestone and then simply clicking on the cauldron as fast as possible. So, yeah. Now we've got some tipped arrows, some more illegal tipped arrows. Now, bear in mind, I have got 2 different kinds of tipped arrows. So, maybe these ones will stack. But I know for sure some of them don't stack together. So, there we go. For some reason, all of these don't stack together. So, they're all completely different. So, there's going to be a fair few different tipped arrows. Maybe it's to do with a change of potion. So, for the next illegal on this list, we're going to set up this machine again. So, best to re-log and, of course, put your piston back where it belongs. So, you can then go like that. Remove the block, and we're going to set up our cauldron, and then throw in 3 more potions again. Make sure they're all the same potion, and fill up your cauldron. This time we're going to be doing it with glass bottles. So I have no idea why that other potion just disappeared. So hopefully I've got enough to fill this up. Let me get this one. Oh, because it's a health potion, not a health 2 potion. So that was me saying get all the same potions. And, yeah, I didn't even do that myself. So now we set this up. I just need a little bit of grass. So we're going to need to use my Silk Touch on this piece of grass. Grab that. And I'm going to replace this bit right here. Go ahead with the bone mealing. Alright, again, you can use the flowers if you so choose. And then essentially we need to make the invisible cauldron again. Remember, this might not work every single time, but if it does that, you are looking good. Then simply remove the piston and it should reappear. So what we are aiming to do is get a water bottle that says just water bottle, not water bottle no effects. All right, now there are many different potions we can actually get from this duplicate, well, this not duplication glitch, kind of is duplication glitch, but we're using it for something else. Like I said, there's many different potions you can get. I assume the best way would be to do that and then go ahead and check the potions. So probably best to have a kind of a clear inventory. So the way that you can check is simply, you see how these say no effects? Yeah, they are not the right potions. So I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get this in this video, but I will continue trying at least for a little while to show you guys kind of the technique. I haven't got these potions yet, by the way, so yeah, I still need to get some. So it'd be nice to be able to get some. But again, this is another tedious one. Now, I'm unsure if you can just simply go like this. Repeatedly go like that and try and get the potion. I think probably it's better to do the tipped arrow way, like this. And you perhaps get yourself a potion. And then you can spam it as many times as you like, you know what I mean? And you can potentially get some kind of other potion. But no, you basically just got to get a water bottle that says water bottle. I think that's the only way to tell as well. So, yeah, there we go. That is another illegal. Not yet got it myself, but I'll make a video on this for sure. A little bit tedious, but I have showed you the tipped arrows. It's exactly the same process with the potion bottles. Next on the list, we're going to talk about the fast ghast. That is correct. Happy ghast are renowned for being a mode of transport that is very, very slow. But did you know you can increase the speed of these by doing one little thing? Now, this is going to be a two-player glitch or trick, if you like. It's more of a trick than a glitch, though it does make the happy ghast a lot faster. So, what you're going to need is, I would do this with instant health tipped arrows just in case, and also get yourself a bow. Now this clip is me starting with instant health arrows and a normal bow, and you can see if you don't fully charge your bow, you just kind of let out an arrow, it will not damage the ghast, and you can add yourself a little bit of speed. However, you can make this even better by adding punch to your bow. This is the effect that you will have if you add punch 1 to your bow. Again, you can see it is a little bit faster. But you can also make this even faster by adding punch 2 to your bow. And you can not only make it faster, but you can actually learn the different directions by where you fire your arrow. So if I fire it forward, it should go backwards, and if I fire it to the side, it should push you to the side. That's why the first two clips were kind of pushing us to the side, because I was actually aiming to the middle of the ghast. However, if you aim all different directions, you can actually get a really good aspect of what direction you need to fire in to make this go forward or backwards or whatever way you're going on your happy ghast. So a punch 2 bow is the best to use with some instant health tipped arrows. Again, I wouldn't risk it with normal arrows just in case you do kill your ghast. That way you're using instant health. And remember, whichever direction you are facing, that's the way that you're going to go when you fire your arrow. So, that is how to get a fast happy ghast. Next up, let's talk XP. Some of you may well have noticed that I've got 2,791 XP. I literally got that in 1 second. There is a new, very OP XP method in the game, 100% survival. Now, I am going to be doing a more detailed video on this because I do want to get to the max level in Minecraft for a third time. yeah, I've already done it twice using it different methods, but this one is going to be the fastest, hands down. That's why I want to do another video because, yeah, I do love getting to the max XP. Though, I want to show you how this works. Now, once again, it is to do with the OP duplication machine. So, we're going to remove this right now and essentially reset it up. Alright, so it might be already set up for you, but I'm going to reset it up. And that way we can sort this out. Now, fair warning, like I've shown, this does not work every single time. But it does work the majority of the time, I would say. You just got to bear with it. So I need some more grass again because we're going to need the bone meal area. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. There's also a few optional, not optional actually. There's a few extras that you are going to need. You're going to need some hoppers. And you are going to need a furnace. You're going to need an extra sticky piston and lever in this location from your machine. Again, I will do a more detailed video on this, setting the whole thing up and obviously getting to max XP. But right now, I want to show you how this works. First things first, we're going to place down a hopper here like so. We're going to use our flowers or bone meal. Again, it doesn't matter. Any or whatever you want to use, it is entirely up to you. A double flour or a double grass. Again, entirely up to you. So here's the crack, right? We're going to want to make it so it goes the invisible hopper. Now, I got that first time, but it doesn't always work like that. And actually, you can see here that we've had a block actually go into this, so I'm not sure that that's going to work, and I think maybe I've lost my hopper. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset that up again. If that happens, it doesn't matter. Just give yourself a quick relog, and you should be good to go. Like I said, that happens. Just relog, save and quit, and start the process again. Unfortunately, we did lose a hopper. Hopefully, we don't lose all of these hoppers doing this, though it normally works most of the time. So we're just going to wait. Oh, all right, I didn't set that up. Yeah, make sure you actually set up your bone meal section or your flour section before you do it, and we should be a-okay. So let's pull that lever and let's see if it goes invisible. Yeah, we got the invisible one. So what we're going to want to do right now is grab a piece of glass, and we're going to place the glass here. We're going to push that in, pull it out, remove the glass, place down a furnace, and then break the furnace. And as you can see, we get so much XPs. Now, of course, I'm going to get a smaller amount than last time, purely for the fact I've already got 2,000. And the more XPs you get, the longer it's going to take you to level up, if that makes sense. Alright, so that is the XP method. It is very, very, very OP. This is definitely one of the most OP methods I've seen in, actually in the game ever. Hands down. There have been other methods that have been really, really great, but this, for the sheer amount that you get, is just extraordinarily OP. So, yeah, very, very nice indeed. And that's how you get a bunch of XP. 2,000 in 1 second to be exact. Last but no means least, we are going to answer the #1 question I get when any single update releases. In fact, even when an update don't release, I get asked this question all the time. Does the dupes still work? I am here to tell you, I don't know. I've not tested them. Though, this machine right here, I would probably say it still works if the vast majority of the other stuff is still working. So let's just go and double check it anyway. We'll remove this. I'm pretty sure it will still work. Let's get us a piece of grass and replace this grass right here. Bone meal it up. Now this should be a lot easier to achieve than the other ones, so we might not have a problem with it. Let's have a look. No, that one didn't work that time. Not to worry. Let's reset the machine. Again, just rinse and repeat. It should be pretty quick. Let's get our double grass on just there. And we can go again. So, boom. We're going to push that forward. And there we go. So now, remember what you have to do to get the duplication block like in position is actually remove this piston. And now we've got an infinitely duplicating block. Remember, if you've got a better pickaxe, one with, I don't know, efficiency 5, you are going to be able to mine this a hell of a lot faster than you would with a normal pickaxe. Let's see how many I've been able to get from that literal few seconds. 27 blocks. Oh wait, there's still some more. 29 blocks from that short amount of time. So I think it's safe to say that this duplication glitch which is very, 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 very OP. It's still working, and it is still in the game, and you can still get so much stuff from it. Unfortunately for me, I do not duplicate in this realm. I only show you guys what's going on. And, yeah, they can just go there until they despawn. Though, if you want to do stackable items, I would recommend the bundle glitch. Which, again, I don't know if it works still. I'm going to test it right now. Bundle glitch, you are going to want to set up this machine. Again, I've got videos on this. Go ahead and look in the description. If I remember, I'll put it in the description. Though my last video, I did show how to build this as well. So just go to my last video if I forget. Basically, we're going to do this with a full stack. You're going to want a bundle with a full stack of items. Alternatively, you can do it with one singular item. It is entirely up to you. And essentially, we are going to want to go on the hopper. I don't know, it's not really a clock, it's just like a spinny thing where it spins the bundle around. And essentially, when the bundle goes to leave, we are going to want to grab the items very, very quickly. And if we do this in time, we should still have the items in the bundle. And, of course, the items we have just duplicated. I'm trying to grab this right now, but it's not going very well. So I'll try and just do the dupe again. There we go. So we've got 2 stacks there, and we still have a full bundle. I've literally just duplicated 2 stacks of items in a couple seconds. This is even faster than the other duplication glitch that I just showed you. So if you get the right timing, you can do some real damage with this duplication glitch if you do duplicate in your world. So, like I said, you can also do this with non-stackable items, which I will show you right now. And let's do this with my sword. So let's throw a sword in. Again, you can do it with any non-stackable items. Make sure the lever's up. Throw the bundle in the hopper loop, let's call that. And then grab the item. If you grab it too fast, you're going to have an empty bundle. At this point, you're going to want to use your lever and throw your item back in, just to be safe than sorry. If you try and put it in while it's in the hopper loop, the chances of you losing your item is high. Alright, that's gone back in there. So, again, I just want to show you this with the non-stackable items. This is probably the go-to one I would go to if I am trying to duplicate non-stackable or stackable items personally. Purely for the fact it seems when you get the timing right, it's a little bit better. If you want multiple items really, really fast. Again, I won't do it any more times. I won't waste your time. But there we go. Wait till the bundle comes out. And we've got our original sword. And we've also got 2 more of the sword we just duplicated. And that, my friends, is, yeah, 2 very, very strong dupes that is still in the game. I'm going to leave it there for today's video. Though, I've got a bunch of videos planned that I want to try and get out. So, hopefully, I'll be a little bit more consistent with my videos. For anyone wondering why I haven't been consistent with my videos, I've actually been building up another channel. And, yeah, it's like IRL stuff. And it's to do with, like, growing stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. So, it's not really Minecraft, but it's, like, real-life Minecraft, if you like. So, I've been really focusing on that recently. Though I would like to get a little bit more consistent back on this. And there we go. I will catch you guys on the next one.